الحمد لله الذي لم يخلق الإنسان عبثا ولم يتركه سدى بل خلقه ليذكره وكلفه ليشكره أناط سعادته وكماله بطاعته وربط شقاءه وخسرانه بمعصيته القائل أفحسبتم أنما خلقناكم عبثا وأنكم إلينا لا ترجعون وأفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم على أفضل وأشرف وخير وأزكى خلق الله خير من جاء لهداية البشر وعلى آله وأصحابه الطيبين الطاهرين وعلى أزواجه أمهات المؤمنين ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters in deen, I enjoin upon you and upon myself the fear of Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He created us for a purpose. And as scholars always remind us, Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala created us to serve Him, to worship Him, not for any other reason. Then our ultimate goal in this earth, or on this earth, is to serve Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. And serving Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, in a nutshell, means you living your life entirely according to His injunction. That is, believing in Him as the only deity worthy of worship, believing in all His messengers, doing whatever He tells you is halal, and abstaining from things He says they are haram. And brothers and sisters, indeed, we need to understand something. And I usually remind us from time to time that when we talk about serving Allah or al-ibadah or doing whatever pleases Allah, it only means a way Allah planned your life for you to enjoy your world and have something better in the hereafter. That's all. It is not something you are doing for His own benefit. So when we say ibadah, or when we say serving Allah, it is not an act or an action you perform that benefits Allah in any way. Your action or inaction did not elevate Him, never add anything to His status, and your action and inaction never reduces anything in His status. The entire benefit or the entire, consequences of your action are for yourself. That's why Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala clearly told you in a verse of the Quran that man amila salihan falinafsi. Whoever does good is for himself. Waman asaa. Whoever does evil, what happens? He says fa alayha. He is the one who suffers it. My brothers and sisters, indeed, enough of complaints. Everybody is complaining. Everybody feels things are not working. Everybody feels that, yes, there is a kind of life we want to have and we are not seeing. Yes, definitely you cannot see the kind of life you want, because the kind of life you want, the only person who can give you is Allah. It is all of us want to enjoy. That's what everybody wants. Because whether somebody doing bad thing or doing good thing, in most cases, his goal for that is same. That is, our goals are usually the same. That is, we want to what? Enjoy life. Yes, those working, you are working because you want what? You want to enjoy life. You are doing business because you want what? You want to enjoy life. You are into politics because you want what? You want to enjoy life. So everybody want to enjoy life. Everybody want to be happy. Everybody wants to be what? Happy. Everybody wants things to work for him. Things cannot work for you unless you follow the design of your maker. And I do tell us from time to time, one rule of life is this: the one who made something have the right to what? Specifying how it should be used. That is the operational manual. You don't expect a car made by Toyota for Honda to write what? The operational manual. You don't expect a computer made by HP for another company, or maybe Lenovo or whatever, to write what? The operational manual. When you pick a Toyota car and you see Honda manual inside, you will think there's a mix-up somewhere. So you accepted Allah made you, and you said you want to live your own life on your own term, my brothers, and you think things will go well? Because you want to be happy, He also wants you to be happy. You want things to be easy for you, He wants things to also what? Easy for you. Allah said, yuridullahu bikumul yusr. Allah wants ease for you. Wala yuridu bikumul usr. He does not want difficulty for you. That's His own plan for you. He wants you to enjoy. That's why He told you in the Quran that qul, tell them, man harrama zinat Allah. Who is that prohibiting the adornment of Allah? Wat tayyibati min ar-rizq, and good things of what? Of wealth. Then Allah said, qul, tell them, that is those things of this world, the goodness of this world. Allah said, tell them, hiya lilladhina amanu. It is meant for those who believe in Allah in this world. Though those who did not believe, He still allowed them to enjoy it, no problem. But He said khalisatan, on the day of resurrection, it is what? Khalisatan, meant for the believers, yawm al-qiyamah. So Allah wants you to enjoy. Even ibadah, when you are doing ibadah and it is suffering you, that time you've started going beyond the limit Allah put forward, commands you to do. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala says in the verse of the Quran that Allah never imposed on His servant except what? A burden. He can shoulder. You do what makes you happy in a safer way, and Allah gives you what? Reward for it. Everybody wants to marry. It doesn't matter, Muslim, non-Muslim, right? When anyone wants to have, conjugal relationship with women, then you do it in halal, where Allah also give you reward. The Sahaba, when the Prophet said that in a hadith, then the Prophet Sahaba say, will someone do what he wants, what he likes, and he will have reward for it again? Then the Prophet asked the Sahaba, what if he does that in a haram way? Wouldn't Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala write sin for him? So if he will be penalized for doing it in a wrong way, then why shouldn't he be rewarded for doing it in a right way? If you pick a prostitute and take to the house, is a woman you carried home, you will have what? Sin, Abi? So if you marry a woman, yes, it is also a woman you are carrying home. But in what? In a legal way. You take in a legal way, they will say you what? You fulfill part of what? Your deen. You take in a haram way, they will say you've committed what? Sin. And why did I say enough of the complaint? Those of us who are not politicians, and I keep repeating this, we think that our problems are the politicians. The politicians think the civil servants are what? The problem. Everybody thinks someone else is the problem. The women feel the problem is the men. Yes, the women think what? The problem is what? The men. And the men think the problem is what? The women. The elders feel the problem is the youth, and the youth are feeling the problem is what? The elders. So who is the problem? Who is the problem? Our challenge is any opportunity given to us by Allah to build our hereafter. Unfortunately, most of us use the opportunity to build what? Hell. Yes, there is fuel crisis. Most people in oil business, most of them, I'm not saying all, majority of them, they use that business to make life unbearable for people. That same person will stand up and begin to abuse the politician. You whom you have been given opportunity by Allah, yes, fuel is scarce, use that opportunity given to you by Allah to buy your Jannah. That is by making life easier for people, not making life unbearable for people. Yes, it is scarce already, and you are also making it more scarce. What do you gain from that as a Muslim? As a Muslim, any pain your brother is feeling, you feel it's like your pain. You're supposed to struggle to relieve your brother of his pain instead of adding to his pain. If you think it is the politician that did not allow the oil to call the fuel or whatever you call it to come as expected, then you who is not politician, why are you not allowing the one that is available also to be available to the people within your own capacity? We can't change our country if we don't change ourselves. Our problem is our ways of thinking. Everyone, if he is shouting about anybody, is because he have not gotten opportunity to get that place. When he gets that place, sometimes he will even be the worst. Yes, there is change in currency. Most bankers are using those currencies for what? For business. Most bankers today, most of their wealth are what? Haram. Because most of their wealth are gotten through what? Interest. So why will you collect 20,000 old notes and give someone less than 20,000 new notes? It's 20,000. The value is the same. It's naira. So when you sell naira, if you sell 20,000 naira for 20,200, the 200 is riba. And you expect your country to be good. When Allah have told you in the Quran, you condemn the politician. That you are doing. Allah told you in the Quran that Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, all you who believe. You see, he is talking to you that even say you believe, not even a kafir. He say Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, all you who believe, ittaqullaha, be conscious of Allah, wadharu, and leave ma baqiya min riba, anything that has to do with usury, in kuntum mu'minin, if you believe in Allah. They say, فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا, he said, if you did not leave it, فَأْذَنُوا, then you should be aware, you should be informed, be prepared for what? To face Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala. Where? To fight war with who? Allah. You fight war with Allah and you think you will win. So the way you punish someone by what? Depriving him of his money because you want to collect riba, that how also Allah used another person in his own business to punish you. You punish him as a banker, he punishes you as a oil marketer. Another one punish you as a pharmacist because he will give you fake drug. Another one will also punish as what? As a spare part seller by giving you fake spare part. Another one will punish everybody. Today, most of us, we are all fighting the same thing. Most of us are doing what we are doing because we want to make money. That's all. So, and that is why you can go as far as selling your brother, kidnapping your brother, dismembering your brother because you want to sell his part to make money. Today, everybody is after money. You are not taking anything anywhere. Allah have told you in the Quran that وَلَقَدْ جِئْتُمُونَا فَرَادًا, you will all come back to us empty-handed. كَمَا خَلَقْنَاكُمْ أَوَّلَ مَرَّةٍ, the way we created you at the initial stage. Nobody came to this world with anything and nobody is living with anything. Don't waste your time. It may not be easy. And like I do say to us from time to time, to do the right thing, even those of us talking to you, we struggle to do it. So don't think it is easy and then we'll have cross, and that is why we can talk. The way you are finding it difficult to do what Allah commands you, that's how we are also struggling to do what Allah commands you. It's not easy. We have to guide ourselves. Your weakness is different from my weakness. And my weakness is different from her weakness, or from, so you guide me where I'm getting, you strengthen me, guide me to the part where I'm deviating, and I guide you to the part where I'm deviating. So you in the oil area, avoid punishing people because you will get the result. Those in the banks, avoid suffering people because you will have the result. Those in the security area, avoid punishing people because you will have the result. Because today, like I said, most of us, except you, in every sector, there are good people. In every sector, some bankers are more God conscious than some imams. Some oil marketers are more God conscious than some imams. Yes, some security officers are more God conscious than some imams. So you have good people everywhere, but the fact is the rotten ones are more dominant everywhere. So struggle to be among the good ones. You cannot change your country by changing the politicians alone. We can change our country by changing our thinking collectively. And that's why Allah told us in a verse of the Quran that Inna Allah la yughayyiru ma biqawmin. Allah will not change the state of the people hatta yughayyiru ma bi anfusihim, until they change their state themselves. If you want the country to be good, as you go home, sit down and ask yourself, where are the areas you are doing damage, and stop. And like I usually tell us, nobody is perfect. Working to be upright will reduce your level of damage. But if you relax, the damage will become too much. And that's what is happening with most of us. We are relaxed and we feel Allah is Ghafurur Rahim. You cannot suffer people and just relax and think Allah, definitely Allah will hold you accountable one day. أقول ما تسمعون واستغفر الله العظيم الجليل لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين من كل ذنب وخطأ فغفور غفور رحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. أما بعد عباد الله أوصيكم ونفسي بتقوى الله عز وجل. My brothers and sisters, indeed, there's nothing in the world. Everyone will go one day. And I usually give us example. We have so many of our brothers, some of our scholars who have left. Mention them. What you are pursuing, those who have pursued those things have gone. You will continue to pursue it, because one thing about this world is that nobody owns anything. You don't own anything. Anything with which you think you own, what is actually happening is that Allah only entrusted that thing to you for a period of time. And he told you why he entrusted that to you. He handed it to you and he told you why. In Surah Al-Mulk, Allah told you that Alladhi khalaqa al-mawta wal-hayata, the one who created death, the one you don't want to hear, that is the one he reminded you first. So whether you want to die, you don't, like I said, gather anybody to pray for you not to die. You are wasting your time. You will die, I will die. You will come tomorrow, I will not be here. So don't waste your time. You want to die, you don't want to die, that's nothing to do with the time you will go. Your time is there and you will go. So he said, Alladhi khalaqa al-mawta, the one who created death, wal hayata, and life. The one you want, he brought that one last. And he told you the reason. He said, liyabluwakum, to test you. Ayyukum ahsanu amala, who will be best in deed. And when we say deed, you know the mistake some of us are making. You think where you will pass to Jannah is just mosque. No, wallahi, some people, it is the way they manage their oil business that will put them in Jannah ahead of some imams. Some people, the way they handle their civil service work, because anything you, every second of your life is documented by Allah. As Muslims, what we know, there is no single second of your life that is that has nothing to do with Allah. He documents everything. And that's why when you neglect some periods, then some things are documented for you. On the day of judgment, when your book of record is given to you, you will say, Ma li hadha al-kitab. What kind of book is this? La yughadiru saghiratan. It never crosses anything, no matter how minute, wala kabiratan, or no matter how big, illa ahsaha. Except it what? It documents it. Allah says, وَوَجَدُوا مَا عَمِلُوا حَاضِرًا. And they see what they do being what? Being presented. And Allah says, وَلَا يَظْلِمُ رَبُّكَ أَحَدًا. Your Lord will never oppress anybody. We've seen so many examples. A lady gave water to what? A dog. And she was giving what? Jannah. You are depriving human being of food. Because some of our actions put some people hungry. And today you've gotten to, you can see the level of evil. So when you do evil to certain level, even those who have money sometimes cannot eat. Yes, I remember within the period, yes, I was on a journey coming down from Kogi to Lagos by road. Yes, I have 1,000 on me, but we could not stop anywhere to eat food. Because you don't want to lose this 1,000, because you don't know what will happen on the road, and I have enough money in the account. So on the road, whom you stop to, you buy Bolly or you buy Coke, and you say you transfer. So within the period you are on the road, you could not spend this one on you. So the hunger is hitting you. You are seeing the food, but you just have to bear it. Somebody is there, his wife is in the hospital or his child is in the hospital. Yes, he cannot pay because he cannot get his money. Or his car is in the queue all this while. He cannot go back to take them to the hospital. And you are there laughing that the business is good. What kind of business is good? What business are you making when your brothers are suffering? What's the essence of the word? I usually tell us, the blessing you have in anything goes according to this level. The most blessed thing is what you do for Allah's sake. Second level is humanity, and the last level is what you do for your own personal sake. Before people work to help the society, I gave us a story one time. A father, he came to his child's graduation. He's the person, may Allah bless him. He's the one telling us by himself one time in a gathering. Yes, he's a pharmacist. Like the school journal, what they will write, and is everybody writing why, so he was also influential in the school. So he wrote why he studied pharmacy, for him to get a job and then make, something like making money, And then he said his father read through that, and when he read his own part, he noticed his father's mood changed. But his father didn't tell him anything. Then at a point when he got opportunity, he asked his father, he said he noticed this at so point. Yes, his father said yes. He said, you feel your own reason for studying is just to make money. That's all. In the past, those who will not tell you they are doing what they are doing for Allah's sake, they will say they want to what? Render their own service to humanity. How many politicians do you see them campaigning that they want that post because they want to what? Make money. They will tell you they want that post because they want to what? Render their own service. Because consciously, this is what you're supposed to do. Consciously, your conscience is telling that's what you suppose. You're not supposed to look for some things for the sake of money. You're supposed to look for them for the sake of service. If you are looking for money, go elsewhere. Go elsewhere. Conscious people, responsible people, their ultimate goal, most especially those who have Iman, their ultimate goal for anything is to serve Allah. Some want to be rich because they want to give zakah. It's a pillar of Islam. But you now, because your own is for not for Allah's sake, if you now gather your money and you calculate your zakah, you feel you are giving out big money. So what will you do? You will hold it. The heart will not allow you to give, because your reason for making that money is to make money. You will continue to make money until you leave it and some people share it, and you will account for it and they will enjoy it. Yes, you will account for every kobo. Yes, they will waste it. Some feel while he was there, he did not even give us chance to enjoy it. Yes, so today we have children killing their parents because they want to what? Inherit the money, because they feel the gate man is not giving space. Yes, that's how they look at us. Yes, you are blocking. You also give way. And you have case Surah Al-Baqarah, right? It's a story in the Quran. It's a family member that kills someone because he's wealthy, because he feels that with the person getting away, he will inherit the wealth. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala guide us all. Right? We need to change our nation, and it is a collective responsibility. And like I said, everybody stop blaming anybody. All of us are collectively responsible. The only thing, everybody's level differ. Everybody's level differ, but your own small one, work on the small one, and tell the big one to work on his own big one, then everybody will rest. But you cannot be telling the big one to solve his own. You, the small one, you're not solving your own. Or the big one telling small one correct your own, and he, the big one, is not correcting his own. You correct yours, I correct mine. Then we help ourselves collectively. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala guide our leaders, guide all of us to do what will save us out of this calamity. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala put iman in our heart, such that yes, our effort or our reason for doing things should be for Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala's sake. We pray that Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make us people who think more about death than thinking about living, because you cannot live, you will die. Yes, anybody born, the next thing is death. So if you are born, your days are going, it's getting closer. It's not adding. You are getting closer to your grave. If they didn't born you, no problem. You haven't come yet. But if you are already here, then we are counting your days. We may not waste your time telling you we are counting, but Allah is counting already. Even you yourself counting. As you are celebrating 10 years today, then 10 years is minus out of the days you have. As you celebrate, like some of us, you've reached 50, you've reached 60. You're supposed to be thinking of going more than staying. Unfortunately, those who are even supposed to be thinking of going are still, struggling as if we still have more this thing. May Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala save our nation, save our elders, save our youth and our leaders. Their shortcomings, may Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala forgive them and guide them to be able to take decisions or take action, make things that will also make life easier for all of us. And each and every one of us in our own circle, may Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala make us source of blessing anywhere we are, we see ourselves. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. اللهم يسر لنا أمورنا واستر عوراتنا وآمن روعاتنا واحفظنا وتقبل الصالحين. عباد الله قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.